Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Well, this isn't exactly a review. I just want to show people how good the video quality is on the Nikon Zfc. Now, I've actually uploaded somewhere up here a review of the Nikon Zfc. I've also done a comparison between the Zfc and the Z50. They're both pretty much the same camera, apart from aesthetics and designs of the two cameras. And you'll see that in that video. The Z50 is very much your compact camera designed along the Z6 and Z7 II, different grip, completely different to the ZFC. Now, the close-up shot that you see here is actually being filmed on my ZFC, and I'm doing this because I want to show people how good the video quality is on the ZFC, how good the autofocus is, and you know, that sort of thing. So I'm actually doing a close-up shot using my ZFC, and I've got fitted to it the Nikon Z 40mm f2 lens, and it's the Z mount full frame lens. So on a ZFC, being that it's an APS-C crop, you're looking at around about 60mm. So it gives that lovely nice look, that lovely nice portrait look, and it separates me from the background quite nicely. You get that nice, you know, bokeh between me and the background. There's that lovely separation, and I think that looks really, really nice. It's not overly done, so the background, you can still see its cameras in the cabinets in the background, so they're not completely blown out of focus. But they're out of focus enough so you can concentrate on me. I'm not sure whether you want to concentrate on my my mug, but there we go. So this is now the video quality that comes off of ZFC, and as I say, the autofocus, even if I move around a bit, the autofocus is really good. It's got eye detect autofocus in video, unlike the Z50 that hasn't got eye detect. It's got face detect, but not eye detect. So I just wanted to, you know, put this out there so you can see that the Z50 is the ZFC is totally capable of recording great video content. Now, I'm also recording the sound going into my ZFC. It has got a mic jack, and I'm running a new radio mic system that I'm testing out. It's a Kamika Boom DX Pro something. It's basically one receiver goes into the camera with two transmitters. I'm only using one transmitter at the moment that's going. It's you know, connected to me jacket, pullover, whatever. So it's got a built-in microphone in the actual transmitter. So, you know, great piece of kit, I think. I've not actually heard the audio from it as yet. I don't know if it is great, but I'm hoping it is. I am effectively doing a backup audio on my Sennheiser MKE 600. Also on my wide camera, which is the Sony A6600, which is that one there, and I've got this Sony ECM B1M, I think it's called, connected to my A6600. Well, I'm very hopeful that the sound will be coming from the ZFC, because I also want to show that it is capable of recording good audio as well as good video. It hasn't got a headphone jack, unfortunately, but these radio mics I'm using have got their own headphone jack. That doesn't show the audio going onto the camera. You have to rely on the audio display on the camera, but at least that's telling me it is receiving, or the microphone receiver is receiving an audio signal. So, you know, that's some form of comfort in that. And the other great thing with these microphones, it's got a record button. It records in audio internally to the transmitter. So at the very, very worst, I can post-sync it afterwards by using the audio from the transmitter. So there we go. That's the ZFC for recording audio. It's a nice compact camera, very similar design to the Z50 as far as quality is concerned. The Z50 has got a headphone jack, a microphone jack built in, just the same as the ZFC. The other thing the ZFC has is continuous power. You can plug in a USB block and you've got continuous power going into the camera, so you don't have to worry about the battery running out. So that is great for when you're recording video. but it has got your 30-minute record limit. That's a bit of a disappointment, but you know, I work around that. I've got so used to my Sonys now, which don't have that 30-minute record limit. I can just waffle on and then edit it in, you know, post-edit it, which is what I do. I edit all my videos anyway. But you have to be a little bit conscious with the ZFC that you've got to get it done within that 30 minutes. But other than that, you know, it's a great video camera. It is APS-C crop, it's not full frame, so you know, you're not going to get the aesthetic of a full frame sensor. But again, APS-C, you know, it's sort of the middle, isn't it? You've got your micro four thirds, APS-C and full frame. Well, APS-C still produces lovely videos, so again, that isn't something that I have an issue with. I did come across an issue though, but other people, reviewers, have said about the ZFC. I mentioned it in my initial review of the ZFC. It has got the manual controls on the top, very similar to the Fuji cameras, but annoyingly, if you haven't got the dial which sets the shutter speed to 1/3 increments, then you can't adjust the shutter speed using the dials on the back of the camera. And I forgot that. I was trying to adjust the shutter speed to 1/50th. It wouldn't flipping move. I forgot that the shutter speed was manually set on the top of the camera. But it's just, you know, it's just brain memory trying to remember these things, because I'm using so many different cameras all the time. I'm sure if I use the ZFC on a regular basis, that wouldn't be an issue. I would have remembered that. But there we go. So that is the video quality using the full frame lens. It's an f2 lens on the ZFC, and as I say, I think you'll find it's holding me focused beautifully even if I move around. I don't know how close focusing that 40mm lens is. Might not focus on that. Oh yeah, look, I can see the dot around my eye, so that's awesome. So you know, it is definitely picking up my eye. I'm sure if I move out of shot, it will snap into focus on the cameras, and then when I move back into shot, that should pick me up fairly responsively. There is a setting in the camera, you can adjust the sensitivity and the speed of how it adjusts that focus between, you know, being out of focus to in focus. So there we go. That's the video quality on the ZFC. The white balance I've set to auto. I haven't bothered setting manual white balance. To be honest, I very rarely do. Maybe because I'm lazy, I don't know. But I very rarely do set manual white balance. My Sony a6600 there is on auto white balance. I'm hoping I can sync the two together quite happily. I'm sure there will be a subtle difference between the colour between the two different cameras. I've got two light sources lighting me, one with a big softbox on, which is just over there, and I've got a red light, an LED light, sort of giving a red glow to the backdrop, and I quite like that rather than just a plain backdrop. So there we go. Also white balance. The rest of the camera's all on manual, so I've set a manual shutter speed of 1/50th as I'm here in the UK, and I've got the aperture set to f2. And I've left it on auto ISO, so the ZFC will find the right ISO according to the light level that the camera sees. So there we go. Phew. That's it. Video quality on the ZFC. You're looking at it now, and you know, hope you find that, you know, pretty good, and that might, you know, help you make a buying decision if you are thinking of using the ZFC as a video camera. Great vlogging camera because it's light and it's got the articulating screen. I'm using the articulating screen now, so I can check that I am in frame. It seems to be in focus. Honky-dory. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching my channel. Really appreciate that. Please hit the like button if you do like the content of this video. That really helps me grow the channel. Leave comments in the comment section. That's also really helpful. And stay tuned for more videos relating to video photography, audio and podcasting. Cheers for now. Bye.